Yeah! Welcome to Time Zones and Time Meters. It's Simon and Josh. We are currently getting prepared for a great episode today. I'm pretty excited about it. Simon's going to let me know some music that he thinks I might enjoy, and I'm going to let him know about some music that I think he might enjoy that maybe neither of us have listened to beforehand. So at least that's the plan, wasn't it, Simon? Yeah,
that's the plan. Yeah,
awesome.
we're this month we have been doing this for 12 months, so we should know our each other's music taste. But let's see if it's a swing or a miss or
it is broad though. So I mean, hey, it'll be great if you're just like, I hate this, turn it off. I hate this, please turn it off.
Yeah. Everything can happen. It's yeah, all right.
The best response would be, I've heard it and I hate it.
that is really a fail.
Yeah, that's right. Well, hopefully for you guys and gals at home, you can sort of tune in, listen to us as well, sort of laugh about this, and we'll see if you guys can guess it, if you guys can get it, and if you know it. And please like, subscribe, comment. We'd love to have a good discussion about these tracks. All right, so let's get it going. I'll give over to you, my friend. You take the lead.
Right. So you can go into this blanco. I'm not gonna say what we're listening to. I can say that I mean, if I had some 70s fusion, jazzy, proggy stuff that has 10-minute ambient sections, you're not the first guy I think of. So this is going to be a bit more modern production, and hence you might already know it, but. We'll see. You hear it?
Yeah. Let's pause it there for a quick second. Okay, so number one, I don't think I've heard this before. Number two, I think I've heard the voice before though. So this is interesting. So I've got can I try guess their era? Is this like 80s? Late?
No, I believe this is more modern than that. I think it's very recent, to be honest.
Really? Okay.
It's not very recent. It's from 2012.
Okay. So no, this is I'm not familiar with. They obviously draw from they have that sort of vocals that are very reminiscent of some great sort of 80s rock stuff. But okay, no, I'm curious. Look, so far I'm digging it. It's got some cool stuff happening in it. It's got a nice bass as well.
All right.
Shall we continue?
Yeah.
All right.
I will fast forward so that you'll get to hear some.
I was going to say I really like the sort of layer that jumped in at the end there, which is why I was doing these ones. It's kind of like, oh, that's cool.
The keyboards there.
Yeah, that's right.
The synthesizer.
Look, it's a cool sound. It's groovy. It's reminiscent of some sort of older vibes to me. But I like it. Who is it? What is it? Who is this?
It's Threshold.
Okay.
It is an English progressive rock band. I don't think there ever were any big. They started in the late 80s. I haven't listened to these a lot. It's like one of those things that are in my playlist, but I haven't really took a deep dive to it. To be honest, if I look at what members they've had and have, I don't really recognize any names from other projects.
I know of a band named Threshold. But I think it might be a different Threshold. That can't be them. 2022 in November, they released Dividing Lines, the band that I'm thinking of. But interesting. Well, I'm going to have to do some history.
It's the same
band.
Yeah,
there you go. So I've listened to this band, specifically that album, quite a few times. So maybe that's why it rung a bit of a bell. But it was a while ago. So I did a little stint in really early 2024. So there you go. All right. Well, look, how's about we move across? We'll jump across to my first one for you. Now, I've deliberately gone an Australian band. I think I've mentioned them before, but I can't remember if you had any things for them. Like, as in, I can't remember if you'd done it. So I've given you a clue. Can you hear it?
Yeah. You can turn it out.
Yeah. Yes.
I do not know what band this is. It's very Haken-y,
Okay.
I think.
But once we're nearly through like the intro to it, so you might get it based on the vocals. I'm not sure, but
It's not going to be Southern Empire. It's not going to be Carnival, because
No.
obviously Carnival.
let's continue, shall we? I'll keep it where it is because I think it kicks off pretty good.
Open eyes, the line of sight is clear in mind. Ascension. It's far to go. We said it for too long, so far to fall. We're going it alone. Each day our saints to make.
Yes,
So this is Australia.
correct. They're from WA. No cheating.
Yeah, no, I got no clue. I think it does not. Do you think that it sounds very Australian when it sings? I think it
No.
almost sounds.
It
It
almost
kind of
sounds-
sings like the Cardiacs, you know. Today is we're going on a holiday. You know, it's this almost like British working class accent. But yeah, no, I got no clue. I got no clue. I do enjoy it. I think the voice is maybe a bit too loud in the mix, but it's I wanna hear more of this. Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
What is
cool.
it?
So this is a band named Voyager. And
Oh,
Voyager did have a bit of a big hit when they did a Eurovision
Forgot
thing
about
for
those, yeah.
Australia. Yeah. So but the funny thing is their Eurovision stint was just like this little poppy thing with a growl at the end or something. So so although it was progressive, it was still mainstream enough and definitely Eurovision like inspired. But this album specifically, that Ascension, sorry, is just such a cool album to check out. So definitely check this out if you like the kind of soundscape of it. They definitely kind of got that sort of layered synth, funky, sort of bass grooves. They've got some cool soloing that goes on as well, and just a kind of a funky delivery. It's got that sort of sci-fi vibe as well, which I really appreciate. So, all right, shall we pass the baton back to the other side?
All right, bass and keyboards.
You dare to wear the Emperor's clothes, but we see right through your games. You brag 1,000 golden shows. There's There's a void behind these claims. You try to raise yourself so high by attacking those around. Every grain of truth is fried in your hunting ground. Spin and spin till your followers give in. Throw them out of the wall. Spin and spin till your followers give in. Gotta sucker them all.
Love that. So, this I don't know this. I don't know this. The vocalist again is another guy that sounds familiar to me. He really does too. It's like I can't put my finger on that at all. I don't know if I've heard him before, but I love the way he does some of his phrasing. I thought that was really, really cool. And what a groovy beginning.
This is the keyboards are played by a guy we had on the show.
Clive.
This is Arena.
Yeah, and it's funny you say that because my first pick was, I thought straight away of, and I wonder if maybe when we were doing some work with Clive before, because I was not as familiar with his stuff, so I had to look some up, and so I was passively listening to some of the stuff just with some YouTube clips of, those guys on stage. So I wonder actually if maybe I had picked. Listened to that before, but there's no recognition. There's nothing in it. That was cool. And I've said I wanted to delve into some of Clive's work as well, a little bit more too. So that's pretty cool actually.
This is The Mirror Lies from 2018 year's album Double Vision. I'll play you a little track for a little piece of later in the track as well. And indeed, I think that the newer work of Arena, because this is their second latest album, is a bit heavier. There's a bit more, there's a little bit of, it's more metal than neo-prog, but it's somewhere in between.
Yeah, I like it. That was a fat riff, dude. Yeah, okay, cool. So I'll add this one onto my list. Again, curious what people think at home, whether or not anyone got it straight away. All right, so if that's the case, let me go with something. Look, I definitely have made reference to this in a previous podcast, and I have a funny feeling that you thought it was something that it wasn't. But I don't know if that's the case. Well, we'll see. We'll see whether or not you can grasp this next one. Okay. All right. Good luck. I'm going to leave this beginning on. See, because if you know it, you'll get it quick.
You wanted this, so sad to see the sweet
I love it, but I don't know it yet.
And you want it all. And you want it all.
It's not Mr. Bungle. Oh, is it OSI?
No, it's not OSI. So, yeah, continue.
No, I mean that scene, especially with those programmed drums there that kicks in, together with those dissonant picking there.
The vocals are great, aren't they?
Yeah, absolutely. It sounds very Scandinavian, or like a Scandinavian American crossover. I don't know. It's also a bit like Steven Wilson-y. Like, yeah, I don't know what it is.
Shall we continue?
I like it though. I really like it. It's straight up my alley.
Yeah. Okay. So this track has like a good build. Like this is one of the best building tracks I know. So I don't want to cut too far ahead because it really develops into something pretty cool. All right. So there's a lot of drama in it. That bass guitar I love, that's just that constant in the background as well. It's really cool. So they go a little bit softer here, but for the sake of continuing, forward in the track a little bit as well, because you can see the motif and it sort of ebbs and flows, but builds and builds as it goes. This is one of those songs, that terrible song that was like Bittersweet Symphony. Do you remember that song? The one that was really popular?
Yeah.
This is the thing that when that came out and I was told by somebody once that was their favorite track of all time, I'm like, oh god damn, like if you like that recurring motif, then like it has to go somewhere. Like, come on, like you have to build on that surely. And so this was a song that I recommended to someone who told me their favorite song was Bittersweet Symphony, and regrettably they didn't get it, and regrettably, maybe not so regrettably, they're not in my musical sphere. All right, so I'll fast forward just a little bit longer so you can sort of see where this goes. Yeah. So, like, obviously it builds. He gets, brings a lot of distortion into his voice.
Yeah, when you hear the beginning, this is what you want that it turns into, and you just hope that they can deliver, and they do. And especially, the singer. I mean, he got pipes.
Yeah.
Okay. What?
So,
tell me.
So
what
this is the Tea Party. This is the Tea Party. So there are. Yeah, so they're actually touring in Australia very soon, I'm pretty sure. And I'm not going to see them. I think I might have for some reason it doesn't work. But this band here, the song's called Psychomp. I probably should have given you guys an indication of like what they're actually singing.
Okay, yeah. Then I have heard it before, but not enough times.
Yeah, and Temptation, the title track's pretty good too. But they've done a lot of stuff. They've been around for quite a while, if I remember correctly. And so these guys are Canadian. They were active in the 1990s up until 2005. And I'm pretty sure that's them, is it? Now, they've toured Canada on 21 occasions and Australia on 12 occasions. So they've come out a few times, but I've missed them completely. So anyway, long story short, I saw that they were coming out and I was going to have a good look at it, but for some reason it just didn't work out for me. So it's either past or it's soon to happen. But this album is absolutely stellar and was a big part of my early 20s. So my sort of maybe when I was about 25, I absolutely loved this album. So 15 years ago.
The next one is a band that I have mentioned before, and then you hadn't heard of them. So I'm going to take a shot in the dark that you haven't heard them now either. But I think that this is something that should be your alley. We'll just see, yeah?
All right, let's go.
unique sound, I think.
Yeah, no, I haven't heard them. They're fast and they're furious, aren't they? That's a mad pace to set. Pretty aggressive.
Yeah, and it's
The vocalist has that sort of high-pitched voice that reminds me of, I don't know, like, Melodicy from Australia, but like, I don't know. It's even got this slight, like, who was I listening to recently? Like Closure in Moscow, the performer that I said was up there in the Pokemon shirt and underwear. But he has that quality about him, but it's not quite that. And definitely not that heavy either or furious. So who is this? Come on. Let me know.
This is the band Protest the Hero. And I can understand that at the first listen, and maybe that's also a little bit the point. It's very chaotic.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, it's this riff. Oh, and it ends midway, and then it's completely different. But a couple of listens, and these transitions are perfectly logical, and they have these very catchy choruses that that pays off even early in the process, so to speak. This was the song Bloodmeat from 2008's Fortress album. I thought I would play you a bit of the track Mist from 2013's album Volition, because that one is a little bit more accessible.
About a gunshot away, there's a place that his heart was broken, something inside was triggered. It's a long ride home, but it's always my destination. It's a long ride home.
It has to be a nightmare, their fingers are all over the fretboards, and half of it is tapping, and it's like it has to be a nightmare. Yeah, okay, I'll continue.
It's one of those blistering, like.
And if the sun was upon the end of the world, I don't think I would give a damn. As long as I'm surrounded by friends and pipes in goddamn Newfoundland. So here's to
It's almost a little bit like pop punk,
Yeah,
But
very, very
with-
punky.
and turn up the complexity to 1,000. This is good. But just to finish it off, how catchy they can be. This was that they played in Newfoundland, and
Okay.
very out in the middle of nowhere on a stage that broke in a little club, and they kept coming back there. Okay, this was a chaotic choice.
Yeah, bring it on though. Bring it on. That's
What are your thoughts?
it's good. I don't have a huge sort of punk like vibing stuff in my sort of what I've listened to, but I always enjoy stuff with faster beats and faster pacing anyway, so I'm kind of always on the lookout for something that can sort of fit that niche, something that's a bit livelier that'll get you going. It looks like it's relentless though. Is this a band that's just like constantly on it, or do they ever have ebbs and flows?
Yeah.
Or and so that's
Well, no, they're pretty much constantly on it. So it is also for me. It's like one album I can stomach, but I cannot listen a day to this band. That is absolutely how it is.
Yeah, so that's what I was sort of thinking in my head as well. It's kind of like this would be a certain mood kind of thing, and I totally could dig that too. So I'll have to check them out. Though now officially on the list as well of things to listen. So look, just because I'm looking at the list of things that I was gonna recommend for you. I really have no idea if you know these guys, but I think I'm going to pick this one just solely because you're going. It's different to what you just played, and could not be more different
Yeah,
than what
yeah.
you just played. Then, okay. So
Oh, nice.
I'm going to play my favorite song by this artist, and there is a cameo, and I wonder if you can guess the cameo.
Has never shown you the way out this place. But I have come here to take you away.
I can tell you straight away who is not. I can tell you straight away that Jordan Rudess is not the cameo, because he would go instead of yeah.
Yeah, so the person who sort of steps in a fair bit later.
All right.
So they
And
haven't
vocals.
been there. I'm not saying anything. We'll see. We'll see. But in saying that, you will recognize when they step in for sure. I'm just curious.
Carry your sorrows down in the
I do recognize her voice, but I can't place it.
I think she has jumped onto one or two other records for some bigger production things as well. All right, I'll fast forward.
them know they will not listen though. Voices getting thinner now. Will I survive? Please tell me how. Shall I be gone to save the rest? When will I finally rest? Storm here is coming,
Oh, I love that line.
but I'm not coming home.
Yes.
Storm here is coming. I'm on my own.
Okay.
And all
This is the chorus.
there's nowhere to go. No one to follow when you're on your own. Air has turned to liquid. I
Beautiful, isn't it? All right, so it builds, and what I'll do is I'll just go a little bit further ahead, just for the sake of it, because it is a 6-minute song, and I don't want to bore everyone to tears. I mean, I'm digging it. I could listen to this over and over and repeat non-stop. But all right, here we go, Simon. Sorry, I've killed the mood. I've killed it, everyone.
I've had enough of it. Only the waves crashing down on the shore. So slow. We're all alone in this. Soothe all the pain, bring you back to your home. You're alone. And all of a sudden, there's nowhere to go. No one to follow when you're on your own. Only the waves crashing down on the shore. So
was that?
It's not Ross Jennings, no.
No, definitely not Ross Jennings. You do know this
'Cause he
vocalist,
has
and you
very
know them.
deep- Yeah, but
You know them very
who
well.
has such a deep voice?
Well,
It starts up an octave lower and very deep.
what a cool harmony though, right? Like and it builds in there, and so you have this vulnerable, like sort of female singer, and then all of a sudden when he kicks in, it's one of my it has to be in my top duets of all time. If we ever have a duets episode, we're there. Do you want to just have a little bit more, or do you want me to tell you who this is?
Sure. I mean, you can give me a little bit more. I don't think I will
I reckon you could get it. I know it's got to be there.
figure it out, but
Look, we'll give you 20 seconds, and the countdown begins now. All right, I'm calling it. So this band is
I mean,
named.
it's not Mariusz.
It is Mariusz.
Yeah.
It is
Oh
Mariusz.
yeah, it
Duda.
is. Yes. Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, so in this you get to
sounds
hear his
different, I
bass.
think, than-
You get to really hear his bass, don't you? Like in that lower timbre that he uses too. But yeah, so this band is named Iamthemorning. They're a Russian band, sort of progressive, sort of rock-ish. They're like a duet. The singer's name is Marjana Semkina, and the pianist is named Gleb Kolyadin. I got nothing, as again, I probably butchered them. I can't do Russian. But in saying that, yeah, they've teamed up with Mariusz Duda from
the band name was called.
Iamthemorning, all one word. So yeah, I think this is look, they do some really, really beautiful stuff, and the piano work is unreal. She has such a distinctive voice as well, and it's just so light and so, I don't know, she has a real way of like conveying a lot of meaning. So this whole album is really, really good, but that track was Lighthouse. Highly recommended, dude. You should check it out just when you're in that kind of mood, you know.
So number 4 I have for you. This is classic. You probably recognize it, but I don't know if you recognize this song. On the other hand, you're so not big on the 70s stuff, so maybe you don't recognize it. But it's like, I think it's a very recognizable sound from this band. Enough talk. I spoiled enough already. I listened to this the other day and I thought
Of me.
probably Josh also would enjoy this. It's not what is it called? Death Mountain when you're on that town.
What?
Uh,
What did
it's
you
not
say?
Lon Lon Ranch.
No, it's not Lon Lon Ranch. No.
It's not Lon Lon Ranch. Yeah.
Or Karaoke Village.
That's the one.
Even
had to do. And even though the sun is shining, well, I feel the rain. Here it comes again, dear. And even when you showed me, my heart was out of tune. For there's a shadow of doubt that's not letting me find you too soon. The music that you gave me.
I was just gonna say, like, my brain was like in this, like I was trying to work it out, and then I don't know. No, I just don't think I can. I even had a quick look, and I don't think I know this. I don't think I know it. Who is it? Just tell me now.
Supertramp
Really?
from
Oh shit.
yeah.
Okay. That really surprises me that it's Supertramp, but no, I can totally hear it.
Yeah.
But I don't know this. I've never listened to it before in my life. My mum used to play Supertramp when I was a kid. So she used to put on in the background. So, but I don't think I've heard this one. When was this from? What's the song called?
This is Even in the Quietest Moments, which is the title track of that album from '77. So it's prior to, I guess, their biggest album, Breakfast in America, with "Take a Look at My Girlfriend."
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is before, like, probably what my mum listened to. So because of that, like, yep, I had nothing there. But I quite like, quite a few aspects of Supertramp. I think it's probably one of the better things that my mum liked. So anyway, that's cool. Can we listen to just a little bit more?
So that's a different.
I'm gonna have to do it,
different
aren't I?
from Protest the Hero as well.
Whenever I do the like 70s music sort of stuff, so I might look at Yes, or I might look at King Crimson, or I might look at, like, Jump Around the Place. I have not gone to Supertramp's earlier stuff there, and so for me that maybe is a really, really good suggestion, actually, like a really good suggestion for me too, especially with my background. So yeah, dude, thank you. I will definitely look that up. That might be the first thing I play this evening after we finish up here. Yeah, I just, this is the thing, I'm always on the hunt for good 70s stuff that I'm going to enjoy, and also be able to see some of the links and stuff that go on between, the Days of Old and now. And sometimes it just doesn't gel, but that I can, there's enough familiarity in it for me to get it pretty quickly and work out if I'll like it or not. So it won't require a lot of reps, I don't think. So I don't know. I'm keen. I'm definitely interested. Okay, so look, I'm digging your slightly acoustic-y vibe. So I'm going to go with one of my own here for you. Okay, so this one here is. Look, I discovered this song randomly on Spotify a long time ago, and this I have explored these guys' discography quite a bit, and I think they have some of the best sort of prog stuff out there. Like, it's really good, but a lot of their stuff is just like, they just have some great tracks, if that makes sense. Yeah. So we'll see if you've heard this. I hope I'm landing on a unknown, but we'll see. We'll see. You ready to go?
Yeah. have to say, when the cymbals kicks in, I wonder what is that? It's not a hi hat. It's not a ride. It's definitely not a china. What is that? Which symbol does he use there? He uses it great. It's not like a super unique use of it. But now I just think like, wow, which symbol does he use there?
It's really prevalent and really sets like the energetic tone of what's going on here. So that's cool. That's good. All right, let's continue.
Still find you waiting here, not feeling distant past. I find you searching, looking down from above. Still feel the way you do, so sad, so deep in the blue. You heard from the silence. I hold my eyesight when I pray, 'cause I don't wanna see me. Hold my head down when I pray, 'cause the shame. When I'm old and I'm wise and my life passed in front of me, will you remember me? Well, I'm old deep inside, see the sunshine in your eyes. You take my breath away.
You got anything?
No.
Okay. This one
No,
I was
nothing at
hoping
all.
you hadn't heard of it. The few people that I have spoken to about it who do know it absolutely love this track and another track as well. I'll put a little teaser out there. Does the track name Warflower mean anything to you? Yeah, Warflower. And maybe I'm going to fast forward a little
It's
bit.
very like Porcupine Tree, but yeah.
This is look, this song I
Guitar story.
adore. This is like been on what feels like at least 20 playlists of mine. It just vibes right to me. All right, let's check it out.
Wise and my life passed in front of me. Will you remember me? Well, I'm old deep inside, see the sunshine in your eyes. You take my breath away.
I love how they drop off. And I'm guessing this is a clever use of harmonics or something. I don't understand guitars, but that's what I pick up on, is those light chime like, like sounds and stuff. I just think they're sort of beautifully placed, and they don't sit outside of the mix too, so they're harder to hear. But when you hear them, I just think they just add such a beautiful like characteristic to this part. Cool, isn't it? It's very cool.
It's definitely it is harmonics, like you say, among other things.
Yeah, there's a lot more going on than just those.
There's something about the singer that does not quite flow with me. I think it sounds a little Britpop lazy, Oasis kind of,
It definitely gives me like Alice in Chains vibes. Like that's where I go. Like, so my head goes straight to Alice in Chains to begin with. Like, it's got that 90s like American sort of sounding as well. But this band is called the Mayan Factor. and this song was called "Aim for the Sky." And so Wallflower is definitely a great song as well. I think that's from a different album, if I remember correctly. But yeah, definitely check this out. I think it was called Gossia is the 2020. Actually, no, that was a more recent release. This was from a different one. But in saying that, look these guys up. I think they are criminally underrated. I think Wallflower, Name for the Sky. Also, there's another song. I think it was like To Kill a Priest or something. Was really good. I just cannot recommend a few tracks by these guys like those ones highly enough. I think they're just amazing. And yeah, definitely check them out. And the question is, do you like the vibe? Is that something you enjoy?
I think this was the one I liked the least of your. I don't dislike it. Maybe I need to hear it more times. The other ones were, they really gelled immediately.
Yeah, cool. And that's the thing. So we are, and remember everyone at home too, this is what we're trying to find. We're trying to go specifically like, would the other person like these tracks? So Simon's trying to hit me and I'm trying to hit him. But I'm a little disappointed. Maybe my own love of this track. No. Maybe my own love of this track has like tainted my views, and I thought you'd just be an automatic lover of it. But that's okay. I'll take it on the chin, and we'll move on.
To me this sounds like kind of Steven Wilson or like Porcupine Tree. I will in solitude give it another spin and see if
you don't need to, man. It's fine. I love it, and I'm sure somebody.
So far, I like the other stuff more. Okay, so I was a bit in doubt here who to choose. This band that I think is, a big part of the future of prog rock.
Ooh, that's bold.
I really love this band. It's one of my favorite current bands, and they actually have a new album coming out, I think this week. But this is from 2 years ago, I believe. 3 years ago. 3 years ago.
Okay.
Vibe to it.
Look, these guys remind me of Rush heaps. They remind me of Rush heaps.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, I even get like these funny vibes with the guitar sounds and stuff. Like Cats in the Cradle and the Silver Spoon, Little Boy Blue and the Man from the Moon. Like I'm getting those kinds of vibes as well for some reason. But I don't know this. And you said this is a recent band.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like from their second album, and they're coming up with a fourth album now.
Yeah, okay.
I'll play you someone.
Please.
Oh. the singer definitely has also, you know, that Geddy Lee squirt
Yeah.
banshee.
Yeah, a
level
little bit
of,
Axl Rosy as well.
But I think
yeah.
I think to me what he reminds me the most of is like early Aussie, like early Black Sabbath Aussie.
Oh yeah. No, I can hear that for
Because
sure.
it's really that like.
That's actually a really
or
good
I give
comparison
some
as well.
instrumental.
That's a really good comparison as well.
But
Especially
musically, like instrumentally, it's more
and
Rush,
bass
yeah.
and but also the bass as well, you know, does give me some vibes of even maybe some of like that Black Sabbath stuff from earlier as well.
But I mean, the Rush thing is no coincidence. They are also Canadian, so of course they love Rush.
There you go. Okay. All right. I got no idea.
So this one also has a cool music video. This is the song "Lady of the Lake" by the band Crownlands, which is a duo. Cody Bowles plays. Oh, he's the one who sings, but also plays drums, percussion, flutes, didgeridoo, didgeridoo, and Kevin Camo. He plays guitars, bass pedals, keyboards, and backing vocals, and that's like bass pedals because yeah, they need to be able to do this live as well, which they are doing. So you know, it's almost like that astonishing one-man band. You know that they
It does
both
everything.
are handling several instruments simultaneously, and it's a crazy look, and they're amazing musicians, and they are also like, at least I believe Cody is like a Native American, so and Crownlands is a reference to that is what the lands that are stolen from from the settlers, you know.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So look, just before we continue, I was very tempted to play one of Soen's newest songs just to see whether or not you had listened to them, but decided that against that and in favor of something that was a bit more serious. So look, I do have two others that I've been umming and ahhing about which one of these to play. I'm gonna pick the one that I think you would like more. Yeah, so we'll see. I listened to this. I remember where I was when I heard it for the first time, and yeah, I'll be curious to see what you think of this one. I do need to make sure that I'm sharing everything though, so I'll just quickly do that.
Yeah.
All right, let's see if you've got this.
I love it already.
Good. That's why I recommended it.
Yet again you're coming back. I have no comfort for you this time and again.
see something there inside. Acts like a splinter of eyes. A thorny thought that haunts your night. You're fit enough to mark it now.
It's a good beginning, isn't it?
Yeah, and right before you cut it off there, I was like, oh, did they just
Yeah,
up
they
it in tempo?
and they are a little bit. So I thought,
Yeah.
shit, I've just played 2 minutes of it. That's what I thought to myself, and I was completely caught up in it. But by this stage, I had the first time I heard it, I just remember it. It's just like I loved the vocal production of it because it seemed really raw, and I don't know what I'd been listening to earlier, but it was obviously a very well produced album, and this just had this opposite effect to me, which had just made me go, that's what the dude sings like, that's what he sounds like. And
Yep.
I just thought it was such an authentic and less rehearsed kind of thing. So I'd love to have been a fly on the wall, and like when this was being recorded, to see like how many takes it took or whatever as well. But yeah, should we continue? You obviously don't know it.
Yeah, I don't know it. Lots of great little details on the instrumentation that I very much appreciate. Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
So,
I'm
the drums with the fills and discrete stuff, but
it makes something, doesn't it? It makes something of the
yeah, great musicianship.
yeah, cool. I agree. Let's continue then.
Locked in this world we live, most paths you take can't be undone. Whichever one you take, there's always some regret of what might have been had you thought twice. Say you've been seeing things as a woman in the deep. You can see her with her outstretched arms. How come you know? How do you know that? The night of fires burned as a house full of fear and a putrid smell of rot. Now and me forever. There's a sleep not on the cloud that's tempting you to its outbreak.
It obviously starts to go somewhere here as well. There's a bit of space.
A little bit grungy almost.
Yeah.
The drum sounds great, very acoustic. Yeah.
This is what I mean. Like the production is just interesting to me, in that it's just got that very organic feeling to it. So I like the way that it's been put together. It's not super duper polished, and it's not overproduced. It just seems to be that nice sweet spot for me, which is slightly under, but it's just perfect, you know. So yeah. Look, they go off into a little bit of sort of down track here, and then they sort of kick it back up again. So I might just fast forward just a little bit.
It's ever true, just face it. Remember things you do, they happened all the same. Take it
So I might have fucked this up, Simon. I might have stuffed up because I picked something that's very me. When I heard it, I thought to myself, like, just then I was listening to it going, it does exactly what I love. It does this like lovely build, it creates something, and then it dies off, and then it comes back, and then they insert, you know, some distorted guitars, they add some like drum beats and a little bit of a double kicker. And then all of a sudden it just sort of goes shoom, back off again. So this is very me, but I feel like
I'm a sucker for that kind of stuff too.
yeah, and so I thought you might appreciate this. So look, I'm gonna put it out there for those that don't know. This band is named Votum, Votum. They are a progressive metal band formed in Poland in 2002. They've been around for a little while. They've done a few different things. I heard this track randomly, and I had listened to their other stuff. So they had a more recent release, if I remember correctly, which was called K-tonic or Catonic. I don't know how it's pronounced. It's got, yeah, anyway, you can look that up. But I'd heard that, and that is much more aggressive, much more modern, much more like progressive. But this is from their album from 2013, which was Harvest Moon. And I think it's a good album. Like, it's a really solid album. But that track is just it's something that's really, really special. So I'd highly recommend it for those that are, where that's their vibe. Okay, so if we were to look at our recommendations for today, my friend, and we were to look at what we were recommended, what do you think the standout was? So I played you. We had the Tea Party, which had the Psychomp thing, which would have the deep voice. We had Voyager, which was the synth sort of driven, more sort of futuristic sci-fi vibed kind of Australian band, which is what we led with. We did the Mayan Factor, which you've already told me it's your least favorite. We had the we had Lighthouse by Iamthemorning with the high the female vocalist with Mariusz Duda jumping in there. Which one do you think would have been your favorite out of those, do you think?
I think it's a shared, the Psychopomp shared with Mariusz Duda, Lighthouse.
Yeah, cool. I thought the Lighthouse might have been a little bit.
Those two.
Continue.
Yeah. No. I thought both of those were very impressive. Yeah, very nice. Let's see here. So I had recommended to you. I had first opened up with Threshold with his track Ground Control, and then we had Arena with The Mirror Lies, Clive Nolan's band. Then we had the Relentless Protest the Hero.
Yep.
With which I played both Bloodmeat and Mist. And then we had Supertramp, Even in the Quietest Moment. And lastly, we had Crownland's Lady of the Lake. What
I think
I'm gonna guess Supertramp.
Yeah, I think Supertramp was the standout for me. That was and the reason that I liked it was because it sat sort of outside, a little bit, but familiar enough to make me go, oh, I really should do that. I think more than anything else, that's what got me a bit excited. But also the Arena track was good as well. And I thought that had a lot of appeal too. So they were all good suggestions, and they were definitely very sort of Simon, which I liked the most, as the fact that they're very but ultimately they were good. I thought Protest the Hero was niche and nuanced in a way that I think I could get into it. I think you might be right there, but definitely not something I'd gravitate towards really early on. So they're probably the one that I would put on the list as well to check out, just solely because they sort of push me a little bit outside of my standard space. And I do love to sort of wander the progressive scene a little bit too. So dude, they were great. Thank you so much for your suggestions. I'd be super curious about the people at home as well, and see if they were all known, if they were unknown, whether or not there were some good surprises, or if anyone jumped up and down straight away and were just like, I know that song, within 3 seconds of the track starting. It's like birds chirping in the background, and they're like, bam, gotcha.
Yeah, we had none of that ourselves.
No, and so that means mission accomplished on our sides, I think.
Yeah.
I think Threshold was the most played band out of the ones that you told me, and so it was interesting. Maybe that's why I picked up on the vocals, but I'm unsure. I got nothing. Anyway, dude, that was fun. All right, let's call it, man. Thanks so much for joining me. Thank you for tuning in at home. Please like and subscribe, comment below. We're always interested in hearing more from you guys, and we look forward to seeing you next time you're around. Thanks again, and peace out till next time. Bye.
Yeah.